Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel for some more Star Wars Battlefront II news. I have been playing pretty much non-stop since this update dropped, slowly mastering Obi-Wan and getting him all ranked up so I can get you guys a full in-depth how to not suck on him this weekend. I've been getting a lot of tweets asking me when that video is coming, and don't worry, it's almost done and will be ready for release very soon. Before we get into the video, I wanted to let you guys know that in celebration of Obi-Wan Kenobi's release, I am giving away an Obi-Wan Force FX lightsaber. To enter, all you need to do is follow me over on my Instagram and leave a comment on one of my posts letting me know why you think you should win. My Instagram will be the top link in my description, and I was going to choose the winner the day Geonosis dropped, but then I got a ton of complaints from people telling me I hadn't given enough time to enter as I had only just announced it the day before yesterday. So I'll be choosing the winner in 3 days on Monday, so everyone will have the full weekend and a few uploads to get themselves entered. But anyways guys, with all of that being said, let's get into this. I want to start out with a bit of good news for fans of arcade in Battlefront 2, and it looks like DICE is finally starting to get the ball rolling when it comes to more offline content. First, just yesterday, Dennis did confirm that Geonosis will be added to arcade very soon, and said they were first focusing on getting it out for Galactic Assault. In my opinion, I really think having a small arcade section available at launch for these maps should be a priority, because for those players who can't play online, they just can't experience the new map at all, which I'm sure is a bit disappointing if you've been waiting over a year like the rest of us. But Ben did also briefly discuss arcade over on the Reddit, saying more on arcade is to come in 2019, and that DICE knows there is a section of players who like arcade, and they like it too. I know Ben had promised a fully arcade dedicated community transmission like 5 months ago, and for whatever reason that just never happened, so hopefully DICE is finally starting to think about adding some more offline content. Currently the arcade mode is pretty pathetic, and if it wasn't for the 1500 daily credits, I would literally never touch it. There's very little customization or variety in gameplay, the AI is an absolute joke, and compared to the offline content of Battlefront 2015, which was already relatively barren, this arcade feels like a mean practical joke on us Star Wars fans. Battlefront 2 is primarily a multiplayer game of course, but once this game is a few years old and people have moved on to the next Star Wars game, Battlefront 2 will pretty much be a paperweight unless they add some more offline content, hopefully a large-scale game mode which was said to be coming to arcade months ago, but for whatever reason, again, that just never happened. They really seem to be neglecting arcade, and we've had a lot of broken promises when it comes to offline content. Next up, for those of you waiting for the December event calendar, Ben said he does have it finished and is just waiting for approval to release it. That probably means we won't see it until sometime next week, but I'm hoping they have some new events planned. I really do enjoy the vehicle weekends because most of my vehicles aren't even fully close to ranked up, but Heroes Unleashed is just not my cup of tea, and I really feel like there's so many other things they could do to shake it up. With that being said, I'm sure there will be another Heroes Unleashed weekend for those of you who enjoy it on the calendar, as Ben did say they'll be making things even more crazy this month with 9 hero slots open now that Obi-Wan is in the game, so expect even more chaos with almost half of the team playing as heroes, and once Dooku and Anakin are here, we'll have 10v10 heroes and only 10 and 10 troopers on each team. I think that mode just really appeals to players who are rarely able to get a hero, as it makes it so even the worst of players can get their hands on one, but if you're a player who at least semi-regularly can score a hero by yourself, Heroes Unleashed is a significantly less fun game mode than regular Galactic Assault, at least in my personal opinion. Once 9 heroes are out and about, any and all balance is thrown out the window, and I've had matches go on for an absurd amount of time because it's so much easier to stay on the objective as a hero. Moving on, for those of you who want to see Geonosis in other game modes, Ben did confirm that it will be coming to both Blast and Heroes vs. Villains. I think Geonosis on the final phase for HvV would be so fun. Just make the map absolutely huge and open, make it so there's no possible places for heroes like Luke and Boba Fett to hide out of reach, and Blaster heroes would absolutely dominate in most situations. I think we have enough HvV maps that force you into close quarters combat 24/7, so something huge and open would be great, and I can tell you firsthand if they make the HvV map on the first phase of Geonosis, it will be absolutely horrible because there are so many ledges certain heroes could hide on, and we already have enough of that on maps like Yavin and Endor. As far as Blast, I think that map would have to be on the first phase, as it's already kind of set up for a mode like that, or even Strike if they did eventually add Geonosis to Strike as well. A couple of other small things before we wrap this up. If you bought either the Your Move or the Only a Sith Deals an Absolutes emote for Obi-Wan, and we're hoping they would get a fix out for that, unfortunately you are probably out of luck, as Ben said the December update is about to be finalized, and unless they're able to get a fix out before it's finalized, it'll just have to wait until January. This doesn't really affect me, as those are the 2 emotes I don't use, but I can imagine it would be annoying if you like those despite them being broken at the moment. One last piece of not so great news, for those of you hoping Grievous would get a skin with his full cape in intact. Dennis Brandval did say today that that will not happen, which is a rarity for a developer to say. Usually they will not give a definitive no, but Dennis straight up said it's impossible with the way Grievous fights currently. Honestly, I totally understand. I don't know how his full cape would work with his claw rush or even his unrelenting advance. If you really want to use the cape, his newest Shattered appearance does include some of his cape intact, which is about the best you're going to get, and is much more than I was expecting anyways. Personally, I think that skin is way cooler than his cape would be, so give it a try if you have a spare 80,000 credits laying around. Guys, that is going to do it for today's video. Make sure you get entered into the Force FX lightsaber giveaway. I plan on giving away another one each time a new hero is added to Battlefront 2 over on my Instagram. I already have one ready for Anakin, and they don't make them for Dooku anymore, so I'll probably do a Vader lightsaber when he arrives. If you did enjoy today's video, please be sure to drop a like. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.